When I had Nadine, I was extremely overwhelmed transitioning into motherhood, and I used to compare myself and see others who had partners supporting them, which led me to feeling extremely not content with my own life. Always wanting something else and never satisfied with my own, it took away from the present moment and eventually unable to bond with my own daughter. After sharing how I was feeling with my therapist, she encouraged me to set 30 minutes for myself every single day. I started walking, reading, meditating, and over time, I started to feel better. However, I noticed that I'm the most flustered in the mornings, so I decided to push that 30 minutes before Nadine woke up. She usually wakes up around 6, so I started waking up at 5. But I'm here to remind you that you do not need to follow mine because all of our lives are so different. So our routines will all look so different. Our lifestyle is also different. Of course, this is something I learned after lots of failures in my life, but you are the only one who knows what's best for you. I'm just here to share in hopes that it will inspire you to love the mundane things in life, to create healthy habits, and eventually lead you to feeling your best self. So here's my very simple and intentional morning routine.
In through your nose, out through your mouth. Becoming aware of the sounds around you, moving your hands, moving your toes. I hope that you carry this energy with you throughout your day and that it reminds you that you can change your energy at any time. Feel free to come back to this as many times as you need. I'll see you in the next meditation.
Here, you want to get some? Here. It's good for the belly. Two, three. Oh, okay, let's change your clothes. No, don't put it in your mouth, baby. Yeah, isn't that a bird?
No.
morning, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. It's so nice to meet you. Just a disclaimer, I was sick a few days ago and my voice is starting to come back now, so I might sound a little congested. I'm about to start working. I'm at my desk, and then I have a meeting with my life coach around 11 a.m. So I'm doing that later today, but for right now, I'm just gonna work for a bit, and then I'm gonna take a break, and then we'll chat more about some hacks that maybe will help you, especially if you're a mom. This might be really helpful for you. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work, and I will chat with you guys in a little bit. So a few tips that might help you in being more productive. Really try to figure out, when are you most productive? Are you more productive in the morning? Are you more productive at night? And it will take a lot of trial and error and just trying to figure out your rhythm. So for me, I used to think, oh, I'm definitely a night person. I don't like being up in the morning. And then I got a job at Starbucks like a decade ago. When I started working there, I started doing 4:30 in the morning shifts, and I quickly realized that I'm a morning person and that I really enjoyed opening the store. I felt like I was able to go to school and have multiple jobs by waking up early in the morning. And I felt like my brain, I was just more productive in the mornings than I did at night. So I know for me personally that I'm more creative and more productive when I wake up in the morning. I encourage you to take some time, probably even a few weeks, just to see, am I productive between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. or am I productive at 8 p.m. to midnight? Figure it out. Figure out what works for you. I'm here to encourage you to do that. A routine that works best with your rhythm and that works best for you and your time of when you are most productive is key. After you figure that out, I think it's important to be organized and to have things scheduled. I listened to a podcast by the CEOs of Summer Fridays last year. They talked about how they basically manage their business and how they're able to create content as well. So they basically said that on Mondays they do like, you know, meetings and phone calls and all these type of things. And then on Wednesdays, they create content. So they have things blocked off a certain way. So their logical and creative side is not being switched off very often. I tried implementing that and got inspired by this, and I started doing that for my YouTube content creation. So on Mondays, I spend the time to kind of brainstorm, plan, pretty much my logical side. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I spend editing videos, which takes me the longest. And I use that creative time for that. I'm usually in sweats with my hair up, just editing. And then on Wednesdays, I love creating recipes that are short form for Reels, TikTok, and Shorts. And then Fridays are the days that I use to just kind of catch up on things that I didn't get to. So I think blocking off certain times, even if you have a 9-to-5 job, you can, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., you can block off that time to be creative, create content, or you can even use that time to be doing logical things like planning things. But I think for me, it was difficult to switch off at the beginning when I started my channel of like being creative and then like going and doing something else that was more logical for my brain. I don't know, it's kind of difficult and I felt like I wasn't as productive. Also, don't forget to incorporate rest. Try to do that on a daily basis. So when you're off from work or you blocked off a time for creating content, make sure you really mentally clock off as well and try to do things that will help you with resting so you don't get burnt out. So yeah, those are my tips for being productive. I hope that this video inspired you to create your own routine. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.